out of my system, you know? I'm gonna get it out of my system. Have you guys tried POA 2? Alright, let's put the synthwave a little bit quieter. I think it's just not very balanced now for what I've watched. Yeah. I've heard some concerns about it. But I think the overall tone has been positive. Like, I think the people who enjoy it, enjoy it a lot, basically. Hey, good morning, YouTube, and welcome to the stream. We're continuing the development of Shadows of TUONELA. A beautiful, beautiful game inspired by some old school MMORPG games like RuneScape or Hellbreath, for example. And yesterday we made great progress, and I'm gonna show it what we did yesterday. I'm gonna show you. So yesterday we got our character moving and animated, and it's starting to look like a real character in a game. And I'm really happy about how the running animation look. It's super goofy, and that's great. That's great. After carefully reviewing the game, I've decided to rather buy diapers. Hi, Saseji, I'm gonna answer your question in just a second. Damn, it looks good. Yeah. The character is a little bit washed out, and that's because of the shader. And we're gonna tweak it. We're gonna try to get it looking better. And this doesn't have any post-processing either. Yomar, what made you switch from journalism writing to software engineering? Hey, that's a good question, Yomar. How's it going? Good morning. Where are you from, my friend? So basically, Yomar, journalism and writing has always been a side quest for me. It's always been a side quest for me. I've done it on my spare time for my own kind of if I thought myself as a character, it would have been like a side quest for some more charisma points and more like thinking kind of points. It's never been like my main goal and not my true main passion. But I've always enjoyed writing, and I've always enjoyed sharing my opinion. So that's basically how I found journalism. I did a lot of video game reviews. I reviewed some other stuff as well, but mainly in video games. And basically, it started as I want to review games, and then it led to some other stuff. I wrote for Tech Radar Finland for I think a year or something, and then basically I've been kind of in this loop ever since. But recently I've taken a step back from that as well. So yeah, that's basically the answer. How's it going, Yomar? Nice to see you. After carefully that we actually read that. Marvel's got a patch. Nice. Is it big? Is it just bug fixes? What kind of patch are we looking at? I think you should add outline shader on the character. Outline shader. That maybe. I have no idea how to do that though. Can you have multiple shaders at the same time? For one mesh or whatever. Can you have multiple shaders? Or do you need to combine shaders? So I don't know. I still don't know much about shaders. But yeah. So our character moving beautifully, and it's stopping now, and it's switching the animations. Very good. Last time we kind of tried to animate the top movement. I'm not sure if we're gonna continue doing that. Maybe at some point. And Isa's Edgy had a question. Muffins or cupcakes? Let's do a poll, and I'm gonna answer myself as well. Muffins or cupcakes? What do you think, guys? What do you think, guys? Muffins or cupcakes? Is there a difference? let's just start with the stupid question. Is there a difference? What is the difference? So cupcake is this cake in a cup, and then we have muffin, which is also a cake in the cup. What's the difference? I think it's just a naming difference. No? Yeah. Is it is that like the point? Like, do you like to use the word muffin or cupcake? It's about the frosting. Muffin and cupcake difference. Fluffy batter is what gives cupcakes their soft spongy texture. So cupcakes have spongy texture. Muffins, on the other hand, are moist and dense. Alright. Another important difference between cupcake and muffin is that cupcakes tend to have more sugar, and so they are a lot sweeter than muffins. Okay, so they have a slightly different, like they have different texture, and like one of them has more sugar. Muffins can be salty, much like Overwatch players, am I right? Okay, yeah. Alright. Muffins or cupcake? I honestly don't know. I have no idea. I would probably say muffins, like with this. Like, I would probably say muffins. Blueberry muffins best? Yeah, I think it's, is it mustika muffini? Yeah, I think these are pretty damn good. Yeah, these are very good. Like a local bakery does actually a dairy-free blueberry muffin, and it's actually kind of good. And I actually, a few years ago, we visited Tampere, and we were staying at this Airbnb, and there was some like relation. There's some relation in between of the Airbnb apartment and some local cafeteria. So basically, what we got our keys to the apartment from the cafeteria. So we stopped by the cafeteria and we got the keys, and we had this vegan blueberry muffin, and it was really good. It was really good, like holy shit. It was so good. So I'm gonna have to say muffin, although I don't feel very strongly about this. I don't feel strongly at all. If somebody brought me this, I wouldn't know if it's a cupcake or if it's a muffin. What about chocolate muffins that have molten chocolate inside? Molten chocolate? Nice. That sounds awesome. Like melted bromberry. That was like to all the chocolate enjoyers. This is the best chocolate. I know it's a little upside down. Let's try that. Is it mirrored? No, it's actually correct. This is the best chocolate, hands down. It's dark chocolate, 53% cocoa. It's not the darkest chocolate out there, but it's the richest. Like, take black coffee. Maybe put a little bit of water if you want it a little bit less bitter, and some bromberry. It's so fucking good, honestly. Like nobody in the world can tell me it's the best thing ever. And this has ruined me for to all the milk chocolate. I've tried like I'm dairy allergic, so I can't really like, you know, binge eat milk chocolate. But I've tried basically most of the milk chocolate in Finland at this point. So Garnet's been buying, and I've been taking a bite. And I gotta say, like, most of them are super sweet, and kind of, it's not, there's just sugar. There's just sugar. Bromberry, this is chocolate. This is chocolate. And I'm gonna die on this hill. Dark chocolate is better than milk chocolate. I'm gonna die on this hill, and I'm gonna die alone. I'm gonna die alone. Nobody's gonna be with me, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna be solo developer and dark chocolate enjoyer. That's fine. It's not really about muffins, but there's monkeys in Loima. Oh, monkeys! Fucking hell, I love monkey. Bald man dead, found dead on a hill, smiling. Yeah, with a broomberry on his hand. I'm a bad local, and I'm not 100% sure if I started here, but I think they're based here and started to franchise around Finland. What kind of... Is it literally called monkeys? Or what is the brand? What is the brand? Because I love a good monkey. So what is monkey in English? What is monkey in English? Monkeys. What is... So this is actually what it's called. Loimaa, yeah. What is... Okay, so it's this brand. I think I've seen that, but I'm not very familiar with it. What is monkey in... What is monkey in English? Monkey. We're not talking about monks, by the way. And we're not talking about donuts. And women's breast? Yeah, we're talking about women's breast. I love them. I love them. Donut hole. Ame! What? What is this? What is this? Can somebody please explain what the fuck is going on? I love donut holes, said Ame. Oh man, I think there's just donuts getting called out. Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't think it is donuts. Because donuts, breast enjoyer, definitely. Because donut, it's not right. Donut, we have donitsi in Finland. Donitsi is donuts in Finland, and donitsi is cake. Like this is a donut, and these are cake. These are cake. Yeah, if you look it up, you're gonna find that a donut is a cake dough based, and monkey is basically this. What is pulla? Bun. Like it's like bun. Donuts is donut. Monkey is donut. Really? Really? Donut and donut. No, it's just an alternate spelling. What? I'm confused. Both work. Donut is just the original spelling. It's English. We continually modify our language. I think it's like night and night. The former is like proper spelling. Potato, potato. I don't think there is an exact word for Finnish monkey. Yeah, like that's what that I'm coming down to that. Is the stream 720p? Fuck, it is. My bad. I'm gonna boot the stream. Is it important? Does it look bad? Does it look bad? Yeah, I forgot to change it back. Deep fried sugar coated donut. Yeah, or like a deep fried bun with a hole in the middle. And it's not necessarily fired. Does it look bad? Does the stream look bad? Okay, so let's put it into 720 60p. It's a little blurry. Should we change it? I can do it in 5 seconds. I can do it in 5 seconds. Should we do it? What do you guys think? Should we do it? I put it to 720p when we did the Marvel Rival stream. Next summer, you and Garnet are coming to Loimaa and trying monkeys. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. We're gonna put it we're gonna put it behind our ears, like we say in Finland. So nobody doesn't seem to care about the resolution. Jansu good morning. It is my bad. It is my bad. There's no reason for it, really. So here are Arnold's. So we have cookie dough, chocolate mocha. All right. So these are just donuts, I believe. Cinnamon sugar original. I think that could be a little bit closer to what we call monkey. Yeah. Or this. No, that's a cake as well. Huh. Alright. Hey, let's get this party on the road. I'm gonna grab myself some coffee. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to put a sword into this character's hand. And that's gonna take a little bit of a time to basically implement. So we're gonna get started with that. So 1 second, I'm gonna grab myself some hot dark coffee, and then we're gonna have some hot dark chocolate. Be right back. All right, let's get this party on the road. Okay. So we need a weapon, and I think I'm gonna be needing some references. So let's go. Don't starve. Let's go. Don't starve weapons, and let's see what weapons we got in Don't Starve. So we've got. I've never seen that sword, by the way. Bright Shade sword. That's fucking cool. Hey, look at that. We have a Black Scimitar. It's Black Scimitar from RuneScape. Perfect. I've never seen these weapons. Oh my god, what are these? I've never seen them. Like, I'm always, when I'm playing Don't Starve, I think the best weapon I've ever gotten is like the original spear or something like that. There's surprisingly many weapons. I need to try monkeys next time I'm at Loima. My dad's apartment is there, and I have been going there for cleanups. There's surprisingly many weapons. I had no idea. I always craft these tooth traps, and I think they're pretty good at defending pace. But let's see how they look like inside the game. So I think this, for example, is very cool. Don't Starve Dark Sword. Hey! Do this in real life. Okay, how does he move? So he's like... Alright, so he's like... I have no idea. I have no idea if it's like that. Picture perfect. Thank you. Alright, so this guy is wearing the weapon. So he's just holding it tight there. Alright. Give me the dark sword. That's really cool how they stick out. I love that. That is looking really good. I want the loot when it's dropped to look like something like that. So that's definitely one reference we're gonna use. So let's take a... I'm actually gonna take a picture of this other one. So that's gonna be a reference when it's on the ground. Let's go into Krita Hayward, havain pakoon. Honestly, is there another translated movie or series that has had a worse name translation than Shawshank Redemption in Finland? Like, is there a worse one? That's the worst. Yeah, I think it's the worst. Like, it's so fucking bad. It is so fucking bad. Okay, so we're gonna do 1000 by 1000, and Let's see if we can bring this bad boy in here. Yes, it's very small. It is very, very small. But I think we can kind of like get an idea of how it's been done. So it's basically it has a couple of a few colors there. It has this dark line to kind of paint the picture of a you know, like a little bit of a shape there for the blade, and it has like these diagonal lines there. All right, I love how it's sticking out on the ground. That's really cool. It's really cool. Let's see how the dark sword looks when he equips it. So basically, it looks like that. It looks like that. It looks like that. So let's do a new layer. So that's how it looks like. And Koivu the leaderboard. Holy shit, I forgot. I'm busy dying. Sorry about that, guys. I was busy joking. Okay, so Koivu, where are you? Where are you, Koivu? There you are. You are number 57, and you have been farming. Look at that. You have been farming. You got 500k on the 30th of August. Kiitar as well. Hey, I really respect that. We're gonna do it at the same time. Kiitar, awesome. We're gonna do you next. All right. So it's been only like 3 months, 3.5 months, and you are at 600k, Koivu, and we are on a wrong account as always. As always, we're on a wrong account. So let's do this again, shall we? 57. Koivu is at 600k, and the date is 10th of December 2024. It's only a couple of weeks until Christmas Eve, so we gotta get working. We gotta get working here. Koivu 600k, and I have a great honor to add a new entry to the list after a long time. This has been long overdue. Kiitor is the number 77 to reach 100k channel points in our Twitch channel, and it's 100k. The date is 10th of December 2024. Nice. Interretum has been the last one to get, and it's actually only 2 months old. Yeah, I actually thought no one had gotten 100k, like a new member, but Interretum actually has. Valettelia then like a year after that, so it's been quite a bit of a turn here. Hey, thank you, Kiitor, for being here. Only the best, only the people in the Hall of Fame are the best in the channel. I respect the activeness. Okay, so the thing, this is actually something non-game developers probably don't understand. But if we are making a weapon to the game, if we make weapon and we implement it, so basically implement a weapon into a game, it's not just that we do, you know, like we're gonna have like a black sword, and then okay, we have black sword now, and we create one image out of it on like high definition image, and this is gonna be our sword, and then we bring it to the game, and that's it. No, it's not that simple. It's not that simple. We need a lot of art for one shit. Weapon.png, done. Yeah, like we actually need a lot of different art, a lot of different pictures for this one sword. So the thing is that we have basically we have the character. We have character. So this is our character, and he is wielding the sword. Here the sword is gonna look different. This sword is different asset than what it is in inventory. So this is our inventory. So inventory is another place. And here we're gonna have like art for it. So there's gonna be like the icon for it. So this is gonna be different. There's basically like no connection. There's no connection between these two for the most part. So this is gonna be like, I don't know, like this could be like 256 times 256 pixels or something. And this could be like I don't know, like 512 by 512 or something. And then we're gonna have the item on the ground. So there's gonna be on the ground. And that's gonna be yet another asset. So we could be looking at the sword that is kind of like sticking to the ground. Like so, and there's like ground here and some grass. So all of these are different assets. All of these are different assets, which makes it kind of hard, and it makes it more, well, obviously more work. And I think we're gonna be cutting some corners. I think we're gonna be cutting some corners at this point of the development, and I think we're gonna use basically one sword. Like we're gonna have different types. So let's say that we have like, swords. Then we have like scythes. We have scythes. Then we could have something like JF Mellow. Sounds like a lot of rework. Yeah, you got that right. How's it going, JF Mellow? Where are you from, my friend? Welcome. So we could have like swords. We could have scythes. We could have like axes. What are some typical Finnish weapons? What do you guys think? Like if we're talking about like old school, like I don't know, like 18th century, 19th century weapons, like melee weapons. What are Finnish weapons? Like what kind of weapons did the Finns use? Should we ask ChatGPT? Hey ChatGPT. That's why I always start with hey ChatGPT. It's you gotta be kind to the AI overload. Swords, axes, probably, yeah. I'm working on a video game that is taking inspiration from Kalevala and similar time period old Finnish folklore. Now I'm thinking about adding some typical Finnish melee weaponry. Could you give me examples of the types of weapons the Finns used in these historical times when Kalevala or such were happening? Tappara. Tappara is actually a really good one. Shovels. Ukon Vasara. What is Ukon Vasara? Between us, ChatGPT was the only guy that was in there. Nikulio and Tommy Van, good to see you. Swords, axes. Alright. During this time period of and context of Kalevala and Old Finnish folklore, while exact historical accuracy can be a bit murky, here are some melee weapons and tools that could fit the aesthetic. Puukko, swords, single-edged and straight, influenced by Scandinavian Viking design. Well, that's a damn long question. Answer is bow, longsword, tappara, spear, and kurikka. Kurikka. Morningstar. Morningstar, isn't it the. Oh yeah! Is it this one? Or is it this one? Is it this one with the ball, the stick and the ball? The stick and the ball? The one without the chain? Like, that is cool. Like, this is something I definitely want to do for the game. This is something I really want to do. That's cool. Let's go. That's definitely gonna be one. Definitely gonna be one. Yeah. 100%. Let's see. So, puukko. So, we're talking about a knife. I don't know about knife. Kuriko's purely for gods. Nice. That's very cool. Very cool. That's what I'm talking about. It's a bit debatable. A bit of an axe or a hammer. So, Ukon Vasara. What is Ukon Vasara? What are we? So we have this. It's apparently like a necklace or some piece of jewelry. Finnish version of Mjölnir. Cool. That could be definitely a part of a. That could be a part of our game. So we're talking about a mace. Hard to find imagery out of new Google, which sucks ass. Sucking big ass. Spears. I don't know if we're gonna do spears for our games. I've never been too fond of spears. Seeks. What? What is seeks? Seeks? What is seeks? It's just another. It's another puukko. I don't know about that. That's pretty cool looking. But I don't know. Flail. Flail is pretty cool. Isn't flail the one with the chain and the yeah. I'm not a huge fan of this either. I don't think it's a very cool weapon. Clubs and maces, axes, bow and arrows, scythes and sickles. Yeah, I think scythe and sickle are gonna make perfect sense for our game. Ukon Vasara ASEAN shows actual guns. Don't know what I was expecting to see. Peasants going to hunt deer and summoning God with a random town in his hand to help them. Yeah, this is interesting. So this is definitely something we're gonna do. 100%. So Morning Star. It's gonna go into like, I think, this mace category. So we're definitely gonna do Morning Star. I think it could be called Morning Star. And let's see, what was it called? So is this kurikka? Yeah. Then tappara. Tappara is let's see if we can find. Yeah, tappara is basically like this battle axe. Like, I think it's this two-sided battle axe. Like you have two blades, kind of. So I think we're gonna do like a. We're gonna do something like this. I think it's gonna be more like this, to be honest. So this is gonna be one of the axes. Let's write that down. So this is kind of like a battle axe. It's gonna be called tappara. If you want a reference image on what kind of weaponry has been discovered, there's one picture showing all these kinds of swords, but Wikipedia aseet ja varusteet suomalaisessa tarustossa. Let's see. Thank you, Internetum. Very helpful. So this is basically Väinämöisen miekka. Oh my god. So there's a lot of different pictures here. It's golden and silver. and it's said to be the best. Shit! This is 100%. So this is gonna be the best weapon in the game. This is gonna be the best weapon in the game. Like, there's literally a sword for Väinämöinen. Väinämöinen kolistelee saamansa miekkaa 2 kallion välissä. Kehuskelee, että sillä löysi vaikka vuoret poikki. That's fucking cool. That's fucking cool. Holy shit. So there is a kind of a reference that this could be the sword of Väinämöinen. Oh my god, this is like the lore, it's writing itself. So this is gonna be like the best weapon in the game, probably. Best in slot, sword of Väinämöinen. Really cool. Like we can obviously we're gonna do some artistic freedom choices. So it's gonna be a different. It might glow or something, but it's kind of giving us the base idea. What about the flail? I'm not a huge fan of flail. Like, I think if a game has a flail, I think it's kind of lame. I think flail is kind of lame. I don't know why. But I've never really thought it as a cool weapon. Also, you need to add, remember to add Aira. Väinämöinen smacked Northern boys with the ore because it had better reach than its sword. Oh my god, that's awesome. That is awesome. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? That's definitely some classic art I have missed in my history lessons. Magikarp used flail is not very effective. Oh yeah, so basically what Intertum is saying that we gotta this gotta be like one of the weapons in the game. This gotta be like one of the weapons in the game. Like, I don't know, maybe it could be like the first weapon. Maybe this could be like the tier 1 weapon where you're literally like using this. Oh man, like, what if, so I had like the original ideas, like we have when we released the game, like the full version. There's gonna be this cutscene where our Väinämöinen character is gonna be like bowing down, like kind of like kneeling down here. But I can't apparently I can't picture it, but here's like Väinämöinen, and he's like kneeling down to a sword, and he's like picking it up. And what if we change it? It's actually an ore. Now it kind of looks like a dick, but then again, isn't it kind of like a dick? So what if it's actually the ore sticking out? It does fit the beach introduction. We need more troll weapons, like throwing rocks, poop and sticks. Yeah, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Louhen hyökätessä kokkolintuna sampoa kuljettavaan laivaan. Väinämöinen kuitenkin käyttää airoa aseenaan, sillä miekkaa ei ylettäisi. That's pretty cool. Like, I love that internet knows this shit. This could be like the first weapon in the game. This could be the first weapon, like tier 1 weapon. JF Mela, what's the status of the game? We are pre-alpha. So our goal is to launch an alpha version late January. So we've got like 1.5 months time to do that. And our goal is to have a pretty game, like introduce new skin for the game, and the new character and animations, and it's gonna have the basis of the core gameplay loop of the game. It's gonna have a little bit of crafting and maybe some storage, and pretty-ishing is occurring. Yeah. Thank you, Jeff Mello. Where are you from, my friend? And I hope you stick around. We do this every day. Every day. Damn, that's a cool image. So, Sammon puolustus. So, Väinämöinen has most likely captured the Sampo in this kind of like backstory. I can see Kantele. I think Kantele, the instrument is gonna pop up at some point. I don't want this game to be like a literal interpretation of Kalevala, which is our like it's basically like our book of like mythology. It's not gonna be like 100% Kalevala, but we're definitely gonna take inspiration where it makes sense. Yeah, but that's really cool image. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this in here. Very cool image. Sammon puolustus. So there's this. What is this? What is this kind of like angel demon winged guy? Does anyone know? Sammon puolustus. I know something about Kalevala got bored when I was younger, and for some reason decided to read the book. That's kokkolintu. Kokko. Kokko tai vaakalintu. It's a kotka, I believe, is indeed an eagle. Eagle in English. So it's basically like a huge eagle in our folklore. It's probably related to like this storm bird, lightning bird, and that's basically in European folklore and even in the American folklore. Cool. Nice. That's a cool looking, easy looking. Yeah, I think we could use kokko. I think kokko is probably something everyone can pronounce. Now, what is the? How do we use kokko? Can we use kokko somewhere? I suppose they could be flying around, at least. Cocoa, cupcorn, cocoa. What? So kokko, very cool, very cool. I like to learn about these things. I actually like. It would make sense for me to read Kalevala. Kokkolintu. Very cool, very cool. Very cool. So it's kind of like a. There's actually like in Wikipedia there's stuff like kokko can be interpreted sometimes as iron, sometimes fiery, like in flames. It has huge claws and talons, and it can carry a grown ass human. Kokko helps Väinämöinen to burn down something, like a field. The feathers of kokko are used to make fire. Now that's the kind of lore I like to see. So basically, instead of if we ever need flint or something like that, it's not gonna be a flint, it's gonna be kokko feather. This is really cool. Cock feathers, yep. That's a nice cock you have there. The scale of kokko can be massive. Like there's actually talk about like one wing is in the sky and the other one is in the sea. There's only one Kokko at a time. Like you can only like there's only been depictions of like one Kokko seen at a time. Very cool. Phoenix down, cock feather. Yeah, that's some finished lore to you. Okay, so what do you guys think about adding? Is adding an ore to the game as weapon a good idea? Hell yeah. Not really, no. So ore, I believe, let's see, yeah, it's iron. What do you guys think? You're actually like we're gonna do these design choices together, and for the parts that I'm not sure. Intertum says that it is time to learn about Karelian King. Woman got pregnant from a lingonberry, gives birth to a boy in a forest. The boy disappears and is found in the swamp later. Väinämöinen sentences him to death because he is fatherless, but that kid refuses and talks Väinämöinen out of that decision and gets crowned as king of Karelia instead. Damn, that's a twist. So technically being Karelian seems to be cursed punishment in Kalevala. Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. I think there's some parts missing about the story. Like it seems like you know, season 8 in Game of Thrones. So it's kind of cutting corners. But yeah. So, what do you guys think? Do we add ore, which is Airo, to the game? And this is literally like the traditional ore. I think it's gonna be a little bit darker brown in our game, but this is the fundamental idea. So leveling up, you'll advance from Karelian to a king. Well, I think we need some sort of weak weapon. Yeah, we do. Yeah. So I think what it's gonna be like is that, so our weapon system, our weaponry in Shadows of Tuonela, it's gonna be like this tiered one. So you have, so we got one yeah, one no. So it's up to me. So we have tier 1, 2, 3. I don't know if we're gonna have like 4. And the kind of like materials, so the mat cost. The mat cost is gonna like, I think it's gonna exponentially grow. So for example, the tier 1, maybe this needs like 2 pieces of something. And it needs like 1 elo. So it's gonna be, the elo is gonna be something something different, but the material cost is gonna be like 2 materials, 2 something. Then it's gonna be 4 something, 8 and 16. Is that enough? We might need a fifth category at some point, and it's gonna be like 32. So it's gonna be exponentially growing. So maybe this will be 32. I mean, that poem was literally cutting more than corners. It was just went straight through everything. 1 second. Marjatta tulee puolukasta raskaaksi. Poikalapsi syntyy metsässä, mutta katoaa pian, kunnes löytyy suosta. Väinämöinen tuomitsee isättömän lapsen kuoleman, mutta tämä nousee puhumaan Väinämöisen tuomiota vastaan. Poika ristitään Karjalan kuninkaaksi. Kahden lauseen välinen tyhjyys naurattaa. Väinämöinen poistuu vaskiveneellä ennustaen, että vielä häntä tarvitaan uuden sammon saattajana. Uuden päivän päästäjänä, uuden soiton soittajana. So it's literally like the story is that Marjatta goes to a forest, gets impregnated by a lingonberry, gives birth to a son. Then Väinämöinen comes in and is like, hey, you don't have a father, I sentence you to die. And then the son's like, no, I won't. You are stupid. You're a dumbass. And then Väinämöinen is like, shit, you're right. And then they crown him the king of the Karelia. And then Väinämöinen is like off with the boat. And there's like Pink Floyd playing like, yeah! That's basically it. There's still a pending prediction. I think I'm out my 10 points. Yeah, it was a sad prediction. So there you go. Ilpa, you lost your 10 points. I'm sorry. Sorry to give you the news. That's the whole thing. It skips like 40 years of story. Yeah, Ilpa. I think it's only fair. So yeah, we're gonna have like 5 tiers of weapons, and then we're gonna have these different types of weapons. And I think we're gonna do it so that there's not gonna be, like a type of all the different weapons. So I think we're gonna use these 3 for now. So we're gonna have swords, axes, and mace. So there's gonna be swords. There's gonna be axes, and there's gonna be maces. And basically, we could have. I think the ore is gonna be like tier 1 mace, and then we're gonna have like. I think level 2 is gonna be like you're gonna have the level 1 battle axe, or like level 2 battle axe, I suppose. So it's gonna be tier 2, and I think probably the easiest way is gonna be to like create a like kind of like this. This is just gonna be a sword. This is gonna be the Morning Star. So it's gonna be Morning Star, and there's just gonna be basically different levels of Morning Stars. Make it regular axe for tier 2, and battle axe could be tier 3. Yeah, I think that's an alright idea. But I think we're gonna start with off with this. We can obviously expand on it, but it's gonna be a lot of work if we're gonna create like different assets. So I think we're just gonna basically be doing this at first, and yeah, there's nothing really happening here, so I don't know why I'm writing them down, but I think we could be looking at a color kind of like color scheme. So, this is kind of like a bow towards RuneScape. Wood, copper, iron variants like every other game. No, yeah, that's exactly like that's so like seen. Everyone's seen that. So I think we're gonna do it so that we first have it's wood, but I think it's only gonna be the ore. Like this is the like free weapon you get, and this is the free weapon you will always have. So this is the kind of weapon you will never lose. Even in this game where you lose everything, you're never gonna lose your ore. Like there's gotta be a weapon you can always use. So this ore is gonna be that. Then we are basically gonna do Like I want to do cyan. Like I'm thinking maybe it would be like this RuneScape Classic. So you have basically red as the tier 5. Then you have cyan, like rune, is tier 4. And then you have like green, like adamantine, tier 3. And then you have black, tier 2. How does that sound like? How does that sound like? Is that cool? So we would have like black would be kind of like the basic weapon. And then green is gonna be a little bit better, and cyan is gonna be like really good. And then red's gonna be like the dragon. And there might not be tier 5 out of all these. Yeah, it's like a rarity, yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be more like the appearance than the rarity. Yeah. It's more of a well, I suppose it could be the rarity as well. But yeah, maybe not. Maybe it's I don't think we're gonna do any rarities. Like, you know, in RPGs you have uncommon as green, and then you have rare as blue, and then you have epic as purple. We're not gonna do that. I think that's played out. So I wanna basically do this logic where if you see the color of the weapon, not the color of the background of the weapon, you're basically gonna get where you're coming from. But yeah, so this is gonna be the materials. We're probably gonna be tweaking this, and then the time to create these is gonna be like exponentially increased as well. So for example, I think this tier 2 weapon is gonna take like, maybe it could take like 10 minutes. Would that make sense? If this was like 10 minutes, I think you could wait that. Then this would be 100 minutes. 100 minutes. How much is 1,000 minutes? How much is 1,000 minutes? 16 hours. 1,000 minutes. All right. And then that 10,000 minutes. What is? I know this isn't like exponentially, by the way. So this is exponentially, but exponentially 100 would be 10,000, I believe. So we're not gonna do 10,000. We're just gonna add 0. Well, how much is 10,000 minutes? 166 hours. That's 7 days. That would be a week. That would be a week worth of waiting. How much do you need to wait in how much do you need to wait in some mobile games? Like, if we're talking about like Clash of Clans or Clash Royale or whatever, and there's, I think in most of those Supercell games there are wait times. How long do you need to wait for the biggest? I already want to pay to skip. Yeah, this is gonna be one of the monetizations in the game. $12 or 24 hours. Are those the longest waits? Clash of Clans longest wait times. The longest upgrade time in Clash of Clans is 14 days. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think this is actually fine. So 10 minutes, 100 minutes, 1,000 minutes and 10,000 minutes. I think this could work. So we're actually talking about like this tier 5 is gonna be something only a few can make. Yeah, Clash Royale, yeah. I think that's gonna be fine. And we are going to be monetizing this some way or another. So I think it's gonna be like maybe you can buy like different tiers of skips. So maybe you'll have like a black something, like a black something, and it's gonna cost something. And then you have a green. Maybe these could be like gems. So it could be like a obsidian, and this could be like I don't know, emerald or something. And then this could be like a like a sapphire, and this could be like a ruby or something. And you can buy these from the store, and they're gonna be increasingly expensive. Yeah, something like this. So you can wait, or you can buy, basically. Yeah. What do you guys think about this? Is it fair? Is it bad design? Hard to say it. Yeah. We're gonna obviously take a close look into it. Obviously, it needs to be evaluated. I want the game to be. Well, the game is not gonna be free to play because I don't have the money to sustain servers myself. So I think the game is gonna cost a few bucks so we can run the servers. And then these are gonna be like kind of like an added bonus. It's good, just make cool shit and figure out the deets later. Yeah, but I think this is gonna be kind of like the basis. So let's copy these into our game design document. I'm actually kind of happy about this. Let's take this. And take it into our design document. How much are you estimating for the infrastructure? What do you mean, Jeff? What do you mean, JF Mel? Do you mean that how much does it cost to run the servers or something like that? All right, so let's just put the weapons and crafting. No money to host servers. Bring back good old peer-to-peer hosting. Honestly, like when we're starting, it would make sense to like kind of host our own server or do P2P. You're right. It would make sense, but I kind of want to like learn how we would do it fully on the cloud, so that I don't need to do shit. So it kind of runs on its own. The game's gonna cost a couple of bucks to make, basically like make up for the initial server costs. But it's not gonna be expensive game. It's gonna be like Among Us basically. So you just pay for the servers, and then if you really get into it, you might pay for the skips basically. Player hosted servers should be a thing even if it's a separate listing game. Like how much players you expect and to run the infrastructure, load balancer, cluster, database. I'm assuming this is going to be a multiplayer game. Yes. Honestly, I haven't given that much of a thought. How much players do you expect? probably in the tens, if really good, in the hundreds. So Unity, we've already set up Unity game hosting, and it can scale to our needs basically. So I think we're gonna do like 100 player servers or so, and if that goes full, there's gonna be a new server allocated. The database, there's not gonna be a database per se. There's gonna be we're gonna be using Cloud Save, Unity's Cloud Save, to store inventory and equipment, and we're gonna have to like evaluate if that's enough. I'm hoping it's gonna be enough because it's gonna be very easy implementation. Yeah, that's basically it. Super true. Welcome to the channel, and thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. How are you? All right, so let's start by creating a weapon. We need to introduce weapons to the game, and this is basically what it looks like in Dawnstar, which is our graphical inspiration. And I think we're gonna start off. We could either start off with the ore, or we could start off with the black sword. And I'm thinking we'll start with the black sword. Hello from Australia. Hey, how's it going down under? We are from Finland. Most of the channel here and community are from Finland. So really nice to meet you. By the way, this is a weird question, but did you watch Eurovision Song Contest? Because I know you guys have taken part of it a couple of years now at least. And it's been a blast having you. We love you. We love Australia. It's like literally one of the top English-speaking countries, hands down. If I had to like move to an English-speaking country, I think Australia would be in the top 3, maybe top 2. I'm thinking Canada would be the first, but I don't know. Maybe Scotland, Ireland, or something, and then Australia, definitely. I'm actually from Sweden, but I lived in Sydney for the past 10 years. Jättebra. Hej på dig, hur mår du? Yeah. Nice. So how did that happen? Can you explain? How did that happen? You literally moved across the world. And nice to meet you. My name is Ame. I'm a game developer and a content creator. All right, let's focus now. So we need to do a sword. And I think this is gonna be our reference. I like this scythe look. So let's try to mimic that. Can I move you? Yes, I can move you. All right. So let's try to mimic this bad boy. So I'm just gonna try to increase the size and kind of like get the idea of the shape. Too long didn't read. Me and my wife wanted to live abroad for a few years, and here we are. 10 years later, still here. Haven't been able to kick you out. So, is it true? Super true. Is it true that Australia is like weirdly strict and obsessed about the border? Because we have this series in Finland that it's playing on the national TV all the time. It's called the Australian Border, and it's kind of intense. Like in every episode, there's some Chinese lady coming up with 50 kilograms of some Chinese weird food, like I don't know, like some lizard tails and bird claws, and and they're every time at the border control, they're like, it's one of those Chinese ladies again. Yes, but people try to bring stupid stuff. Yeah. Oz is nice, but Sydney wouldn't be my choice for settling. Fast flights are 23 to 24 hours to Sydney. Then another flight to Cairns. Just a bit painful visiting my sister. God damn, your sister's living in a cool place. Or should I say hot place? Okay, sorry. All right, so how do we write? How do we do this? How do we do this shit? So if we want to do Don't Starve, we kind of need to do like coloring and then outlines. So let's start with, I suppose we could actually try to like paint it inside the hand. I think that's actually kind of clever, don't you guys think? So let's actually do that. Go into pictures and I'm gonna go into my art folder and I'm basically just gonna take the hand and insert it. So this is the official hand of our character, and let's make it a little bit smaller and rotate. How do I want it? Do I want it like? How do I want it? What's that like? What's that like orientation I'm looking for? I think I'm looking at like this, but then I kind of want it to be flipped. So let's try that. We're gonna transform you and mirror you horizontally. And isn't that basically how it's gonna look like? Wait. How? I'm having trouble picturing it. Yeah, let's take a look at the character as a whole. I'd like to visit my Aussie friends more often and see the nature, but 36-hour flights. Sheesh. Yeah, it's kind of nuts. So Super Chu, are you missing Sweden? Are you like, damn, it would be nice to have some surströmming. Damn, I would die for some meatballs. Do you wake up at like you're missing the coldness and the Midsummer Festival? Do you miss your old life? Missing IKEA? Yeah, that's nobody's ever said that they miss IKEA. So yeah, so this is our hand, and if we were to put a weapon into that, how do you put a weapon into that arm or into that hand? There is an IKEA here. Yeah, IKEA is kind of like the racist stereotypical Swedish thing, you know. How do you put a sword into that? It's like this. Can you like? So like if this arm is wielding a sword, is the sword gonna be downwards or upwards? Like I think it's actually gonna. Okay, so our hand is actually twisting like this. I think we're gonna put it upwards. I think it needs to go upwards. It might look a little silly, but yeah, I think we're gonna basically like hold it like so. So let's actually so I think I'm gonna work with this. So it's actually gonna go like so. Rico's the poll, which is more dreading? Jysk or IKEA? That's a pretty good poll. Which do you hate more? Jysk, IKEA, or H&M. Very good poll. I'm just adding one more. And I think Lindex. I think Lindex is Swedish as well. And Kappal and stuff like that. Do you do IKEA köttbullar now with your wife? That's right. You just throw some shrimps on the Barbie and pour a schnurrer of 4x gold. What? Ilpa, what? I'm lost. I'm lost in this conversation now. All of those Wi-Fi. What? Oopsies. Guys, mind your language. I'm not understanding anything. All right, so we have this sword now. Let's start. So I'm just gonna start working on it. By the way, this is programmer art. We're not talking about a final product here. So we got this color going on. Let's make it pretty black. Let's make it black. So I think this is like completely black. So we're basically looking at a sword like this. So it's gonna have this hand protector, and then it's gonna be like, and it's gonna be like, and it's gonna be like that. And then I suppose it's gonna have its like this part over here, and something like this. Yeah, I think it's gonna be something like this. Are you a full-time game dev? Yeah, I am employed to a local Unity gaming company. But I've got laid off a couple months back. So I've been working on my own multiplayer project. It is inspired by Finnish folklore. Let's try to increase the size a little bit. So we're gonna take these two and we're gonna make it bigger. We're gonna make it bigger. I think the sword could be bigger, to be honest. I think the sword could be bigger, to be honest. Yeah, let's actually make this smaller. So we're taking this the arm, make it smaller. Okay, so apparently it's moving the ball. What? Okay, so I fucked up the layering. That's nice. I fucked up. Fucked up, guys. So I think the arm doesn't need to be so big. Kinda wanted the... Okay, so let's see, what did we fuck up here? So we fucked up most of it. We fucked most of it up. So let's actually just try to fix this. Okay, so there it was, there it was. Alright, so that would be... Let's make this a little bit smaller now. Please let me make it smaller. And now this is gonna be our weapon layer. Let's try it. Let's try this again, shall we? Let's try this again. Yeah, it does suck. What do you do, Superchu? What do you do? Does suck, but the life goes on, you know. I've been really enjoying my solo dev journey so far. If you wanna like kickstart to see what we've done, we have a video we did like a month ago or so. I created a video showcasing the progress so far. We try to make it memey as possible to entertain the kids, you know. Okay, so that's not horrible. That's not horrible. It's just looking kinda software architect by day, and I'm trying to do some game dev by night. Let's go! You are in the right place, my friend. You are in the right place. Okay, so here's our reference. So what they've basically done is they've added some white near the edges and some white to the top. And they've got this like kind of like white line going here, and then it kind of fades into gray. And then there's something going on over here, but I can't really tell what it is. So they basically used fairly light color here. So let's try that next. So we're gonna take our brush, make it smaller, make the opacity, I don't know, like 50%. 5-6 pixels probably gonna be enough. So I think what they've basically done is that they made this. Let's make it wider. I bought a sofa bed last week. It was perfectly fine, but I'm sure it's in the budget furniture business. I work at I would never had patience for that. Whoa, what are you? I'm a dev man. What's your superpower? I cry at night. I'm really good at crying myself to sleep. Mintsi! Todellakin Mintsi, tervetuloa. Good to see you, Mintsi. How's it going? Alright, so there's gotta be a way to create like perfect curves. Dynamic brush tool. What is dynamic brush tool? What is Bezier curve tool? What? How do you use this shit? What? I don't fucking get it. Okay, then we have freehand path tool. What? Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. So it kind of like, okay, this kind of works. So I can do this swirly line, and it's gonna make it a little bit cleaner. I kind of like that. I can actually do a new layer of it. So this is gonna be the. This is gonna be like the lighting. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. What do you guys think? So I can actually create these lines that don't completely suck. They still suck, but they don't suck as much. Okay, so what the hell were they doing? So they have a little bit there. And okay. So I don't know, like this. Then like this. Fucking programmer art, am I right? Alright, so let's do something like this. Try to get the angles working. And I don't know, like something like this. It doesn't really follow my orders now. So let's do a hand drawn. Neljä tuntia vaan kokeita, tämähän on jännä. Put on the eyeglasses and nobody will recognize you. Alright, so we do have a little bit of something going on. Now, what if we do this, what if we give this a little bit of a blur? Let's do a little bit of a... Let's do a little bit of a blur. Oh, something's hurting my abs. It's not the exercise, that's for sure. Because there hasn't been any. Alright, let's try to clean up the shape a little bit. So, I think this ending needs to be more sharp. Needs to be more sharp. So let's try to do a more sharp ending. Opacity 100%, please. What the hell is going on? It's something like something stabbing me in the in the ribs. Can you imagine sitting at the computer all day and not working out and definitely not stretching? Isn't good for you? Call the doctor. Exactly. Okay, so how does it need, like, does it, I guess it needs to go something like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I think this is something we could work with. Kind of like this that we have going on there. Kind of like that. Yerbs! How's it going? How's it going? That's not too shabby. Not too shabby now, is it? Then we could try to like create this a little bit of a more distinction here. Like so. Yeah, that's looking all right. That's looking quite all right. Aladdin's sword. You know that hurt. The Aladdin reference kind of hurt. That's kind of offensive, don't you think? Okay, so let's try the Sirpi would be cool, but yeah, there's a lot of like potential we could be doing. Let's try the. I think I'm gonna do a little lighter. I don't think it needs to be white, so let's try something like this and make it smaller. And we're just gonna try to like no. Like, what's the logic here? What is the logic? What is the logic in this? Wilson! Kuokka, todellinen Suomi-ase. Suoja Jussi. Kyllä. Yeah, we are embracing the Finnish memes as well. We have or coming out, which is Airo in Finnish. Doing good, just got home and had Christmas dinner at school. Not amazing, but good for the price. Well put, well put. That's exactly what it is. It's good for the price. I don't know. So what if we did like these kinds of things? Does it make it look better or worse? Does it make it look better or worse? Does it make it look better or worse? That is the question. Is that any good? Now we could do something like more brighter and try to like blend this in, I suppose. No, that's not good. That is not so. You did some work on the turn. Did you implement anything swamp-like? No. there is definitely some arguments that you could do swamp, but there's no swamp yet. Nope. Yeah, I think that would make sense for the game. So what if that is like sword? Is that all right? I think we could add something here. Yeah, it does look like a black sword. Yeah, that's the kind of look we're going for. Pelin spawnaa suolle ja tulee tekstiä, ensin oli suokuokka ja sinä. That's pretty funny. Should we have something here at the top? Something there at the top. Skipa, suokuokka ja minä. I think that's pretty cool. I actually kind of like it. I kind of like it. So this is what it would look like for the character. Skipa, let's go. Yeah. I think we're gonna like just do some experiments with this. So let's hide the arm, and then we figure out that this is actually fucked. Okay. So let's continue to unfuck this fuckery. Make this a little bit bigger. So I think it's gonna look like this. It's gonna look like this basically. I think this can be a little bit bigger. Then we need to be able to place it for the character. And let's do a little bit of coloring here as well. Yes, very good. I don't think we're gonna do anything there. I think that looks kind of silly if we do. Art is hard. Remember to donate to your favorite artists. Maybe it can have a little bit of a silver lining. Thanks. I think that's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with this and see how it goes. So we're gonna save as, and we're gonna go into art, and we're gonna create a new folder, and we're gonna create a new folder. It's gonna be called weapons, and this weapon is called Black Sword. Black Sword. And I think we need some indication of what Black Sword art it is. So I think we're gonna start off with what could be like a good word to indicate. So this is actually going inside the game, like to the hand of the character. Maybe like wielded. Maybe like wielded black sword. So I wanna like I want there to be some information that this is the one going into the hand. Let's save it as PNG, and also save it as Krita file, and that's it. Now let's see how it looks when we put it in the game. So here is our character. And somebody's stabbing me in the ribs. So we are going into our character. And we have a weapon parent here. Let's see where it is. Weapon parent is definitely not where it's supposed to be. So it's supposed to be in the right hand. Calamicious sword. Calamicious is different word for black. That's pretty cool. We could call it obsidian as well. Calamicious. That's a pretty cool word. It's a pretty cool word, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna put an empty parent here, and this is gonna be called the weapon parent. And it's supposed to be at the end of the arm or at the hand, roughly. And we are gonna rotate it 180 degrees. No. 90 degrees. No. And we are gonna rotate it 180 degrees, like so. And this is where this sword comes in. So we go into our... so we have the weapon parent. And... let's see. I want to create the similar kind of tech where what we have going on in here. So we basically have this sprite resolver. I think the sprite resolver is like a really cool way to change the sprite. So I think we're gonna do that. So we have a sprite library here. Can you have two? Can you have two sprite libraries? It's gonna be interesting. Yes. So I think we can do it inside the weapon parent. So let's try that. So we're gonna try to do sprite library. And we need to create a new sprite library. And this is gonna be called weapon sprite library asset. And we're gonna go inside, and as categories we're gonna have like swords, for example. There's gonna be swords, and we're gonna add one, and this is gonna be called black sword. And then we're gonna go ahead and import our wielded black sword. Then we're gonna save this bad boy. And we're gonna go into weapon parent. We're gonna add component, and this is gonna be the sprite resolver. And the category is gonna be swords. And there is the black sword. There it is, but nothing's happening. Nothing's showing. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is our import settings for this sword. So it's a sprite. It's a single. Pixels per unit is 1024. Sprite render, yeah, it doesn't have sprite render, you're right. Tight center, yes, probably alright. Weapon parent, so we changed it and now it's fucked, so let's change it. Alright, so we need a sprite renderer. Hey! There it is! There it is! Now, we need to move this bad boy. And I think we should probably... we should probably do this a little differently. So let's actually do this a little bit differently. So I'm gonna remove these for now. So sprite renderer, sprite, you're off. You're off. We only have the sprite library editor here, and then we're gonna do one more. This is gonna be the actual weapon, and here we're gonna do the sprite renderer, and here we're gonna do the sprite resolver, and over here we're gonna do the swords, and now we have it. And here is where we can adjust it to match the hand. So let's go ahead and move it around. Give it a little bit of a rotation. It is not Y. It is not X. It is Z. Oh. All right. There it is. Now. How does it work? So I suppose we could put it in the front, which would make it look a little silly. Like, I think for future reference, we're gonna have to take these, basically like these fingers. Walk animations will be so good, yeah. Yeah, so we need to kind of like take these fingers to a different layer and then put it like in between of those to make it like really like sell the idea. But for now, I think we're just gonna... Well, let's see how it looks. All right. It's probably gonna be like really goofy. It's probably gonna be really goofy. So let's actually go ahead and take a look. All right. So this is one of our animation. So this is not that bad, to be honest. This is not that bad. This is actually kind of cool. This is actually kind of cool. But what if we change? What if we go into walk? Hey! Fuck yeah! That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. It's not even clipping or anything. Yeah. Let's try if we're walking. That's kind of PogChamp. That's kind of fucking cool. Holy shit! I am on the. Did it swap hands? Yeah, it did. It did. So it's now on left hand. And yeah, it's true. It actually changes hands. Is it a big thing? No, I think it's a little bit of a goofy thing. It's a little bit of a goofy thing. Run and slash. Yep. And this is the one we tried to do ourselves, and you can definitely tell. That's cool. I love that. That's fucking cool. Big fan of that. All right. So let's see how it looks in the game. Let's see how it looks in the game. All right. We're going maximized. Yeah, the North Walk. Oh my god. Guys, we need more. We need more donations so we can recruit Ilumski. we need Ilumski. We need him back. Hey, would you look at that? We have a sword. Okay, so the hand just what? So the hand just switches all the time. So what the fuck is going on here? So it's here. It's on this side. Idle is right hand. Walking is left. Like now it's on the left hand. Still on the left hand. But if I go into like left, now it's there. What the fuck? It's the X scale? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It is the yeah. Setting the X scale to -1 will mirror it. Yeah, so this is the thing we did with Ice Ice AG yesterday. Part of the lore, yep. So you can never know which hand is wearing the weapon. God damn. It remembers which direction you were walking last. It's a little goofy because of that. But I kind of like the way it looks like. It's actually not even like, I kind of like how the weapon looks. It's not even bad. Right now it doesn't paint shadow. We can fix that. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't think it's like I don't actually think it's goofy. Like, sure, it doesn't make sense, but I think you could paint like a little bit of a lore that he changes the hand like whenever he wants to. That's cool. All right, very happy how that turned out. Very happy, very happy. Let's go to our character player. And let's add the shader to this. Shader, where are you? I think it's under materials. We need to go into material, girl. Where are you? There. And let's see if I add this into this. And then inside debug, I do the receive shadows on. So it's transparent. It's transparent. Is it a bug? Is it gonna be transparent in the game as well? Did I add a right material? Okay, so it's bugging like hell. It's bugging like hell. That's not good. That is not good. Let's give it another go. So under players, we go here. And is that the right material really? So inside art materials, do I have a? It's not the right shader. That's why. Okay, so I actually have this, and it's this one. That's it. It was not the right shader. Just give it two swords. Like, yeah, that was honestly fix it. Look at that. Now we have shadow. It's still badass. And it doesn't clip. I can't believe it looks so good. I cannot believe it. All right. That is badass. Let's save that progress. That is PogChamp right there. That's the sword casting shadow over its victims. Yes. There's gotta be shadows because it's Shadows of Tuonela, you know. Imagine not having any shadows in Shadows of Tuonela. It's like not having any Warcraft in World of Warcraft. Oh no, wait, that's what World of Warcraft is these days. So let's go ahead and brought in the first weapon of the game, the new version of the game, new first weapon. Implemented it into the character's hand, and everything seems to be working nicely. There is a slight issue where the wielding hand changes, but it's not serious. Adding the shader caused light to affect the color of the sword. Yep. We can adjust that by changing the lighting, and also do some. We can do some post processing as well. Yeah, there's people talking about Marvel Rivals in the Discord. If you want to join the conversation, there it is. Siggy is in the house. How's it going, Siggy? All right, let me take a look. We have a date with Garnet today. I gotta be in touch. All right, very nice. All right, so next, I think we're gonna do some more animations. Like, I think it boils down to that we need to do an animation for the attack. So let's try something. I think we're gonna take some potty training champagne. Yeah, damn right. No, there's actually gonna be my son's kindergarten is doing a Christmas party today. So we're gonna meet before that and maybe grab a drink somewhere. More kids on funnel? Hell no. If it's up to me, hell no. God bless birth control. Alright, so let's do like Guybrush Threepwood sword fight. This is gonna be our inspiration. If we can find how Guybrush Threepwood attacks.
You'd better leave now if you value your life. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Alright, so we got this kind of stance. I think we can recreate this stance.
Pirate, don't make me laugh.
Now, how does he? How?
Stupid.
You're stupid. Okay.
You're the ugliest monster ever created.
I remember this scene.
The wood paneling on my ship is
And not up to you, Tessie. Kinda true.
Would you like to be buried or cremated?
All right, I want to see him attack. Does he attack? He's just defending. Oh man, that didn't go well for our guy. Full insult.
So it's you. What do you want? Other than a good
All right.
map? You're oh yeah. A minute of action. You'd better. I'll take it. You're the ugliest monster ever.
The insult strategy game, exactly. There it is. There it is. That's what we want to see. Okay, so we're attacking. Let's do slow motion. Let's do slow motion.
You're the
ugliest monster ever created. Okay, so we have this stance, and then it's like that and that. Okay. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna be able to recreate this perfectly, but I think we can take inspiration from this. Even small data is a good thing. Can't remember the last time we did something without the kids. Exactly, Lara. Exactly. Like Garnet has a really early morning to like he had a morning shift, so she's gonna be out of the work like at 1 or 2. So I'm gonna be ending the stream a little bit early so we can meet up. Okay, so let's try to recreate that. I don't know if this is gonna be like the final, the final animation. Probably not. But I like to give credit to Curse of Monkey Island. It's crazy good game. Crazy good game. Used to play it when I was a kid. I didn't understand much because it was like a heavily narrated game, and a lot of different and hard English words. So I didn't really understand much of it, but I really like the art style, and I like the feeling, music, sound, like voice acting, and kind of like the sprite assets as well. I thought it was looking good. So let's give it a go. We need to go into our character again. Go into character, and let's do our other environment. So we're gonna go into this environment, and we need the animation window, which we don't have here. So let's take it here, and we're gonna take it over here. Let's create a new layout out of this. This is gonna be animation layout. Now that we have teenagers, evenings aren't parent time anymore either, because they don't want to go to sleep. My son loves Monkey Island games. All kids have played these with dad. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Have you guys played Grim Fandango? Grim Fandango is my favorite out of them. It's not a Monkey Island game, but it's made by LucasArts, and I think Monkey Islands are made by LucasArts as well. Curse of Monkey Island. Grim Fandango, yeah, honestly, the best game ever. Is it LucasArts? Yeah, it's LucasArts, and I think these were like Tim Schafer's games. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Yeah. Tim Schafer, Ron Gilbert. Legends. Grim Fandango, best game ever, totally. I think with youngest we have. Nice. We actually tried playing it with Garnet, and it was still ridiculously difficult. Even when we were adults and we could understand all the the lore and shit, it's so difficult. Like, it's one of those games where you just gotta like read walkthroughs at some point. It is so hard of a game. Okay, so let's do a new clip and go into art and animations. It's gonna be called animation fight. The first iteration. And so how we're gonna play this? We should actually start with the side view. So let's do the walk side, and yeah, we're gonna use this as a basis. We're gonna use this as a basis for it. So now we've got this side view, and we can take like some angle that kind of like bears resemblance to our reference, which is this. Please, for the love of God, go to the fucking... Thank you. So this is the stance. Grim Fandango 5 out of 5. Damn right. And so this is the kind of thing we're looking for. And so the sword is in the right hand of Guybrush, but we have it on left hand here. So I think we're gonna wait until this has happened. So This is the kind of stance we're looking for. So I think we're just gonna take the last frames. I think we're just gonna take the last frame if I know how to do it. How do I like take these? How do I? Well, if I just delete all the rest? Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Alright, so I think we succeeded in that. Okay, now we have only one thing going on here. Nothing's moving, that's alright. So like there's gotta be a way I can just copy paste all of this. Okay. Alright, so now I think I have everything. No, I don't have everything. There's something missing. Our guy is doing its thing. I don't know why. Nah, that's fine. It's fine. Let's just try that again. So I'm gonna delete these. Delete these. And copy them on the 60th frame. No, wait. I think we were doing 35. I think 35 was the samples we were using. How is it moving? How is it moving when I'm just copy pasting the same frames? I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking get it. I think I'm gonna put this the other way. I think it makes sense for you to watch this guy more than the other. I don't fucking get it. Use the coal on the lock, use the wooden board on the lock, use the bubble gum on the lock, use the cat on the lock. Exactly. And then the right answer is like, yeah, you needed to use the earwax on the lock so that colibri comes and eats the earwax and it opens the lock. Yeah, that was the right solution. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Something is changing. So it seems like the head is moving or something. So let's take a look at the head position if I play this. Yeah. So the head position is definitely, and the rotation. It's like a lot of things changing. I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking get it. Okay, does it move now? Okay, no. Alright. Let's try this again, shall we? Copy. Please copy. And now put them in the 35 mark. Boom. And it's moving. Can somebody please explain me how? How does it move if I copy the same frames? Yeah. I hate animations. I hate it. All right, let's just try to get this stance. Let's just like go where it's easy. So I'm gonna try to recreate this little stance we've got. So we're gonna do something like this. So we're gonna do a little bit of a front. Yeah, now that's starting to look like it. So we're looking for like this combat stance. So we're in a slight like we're in this little forward position. We're ready to strike. So this is where we start. And there shouldn't be anything happening. Yeah, that's right. Now let's add the record. And wait. Okay, I don't know what happened. Maybe the problem was that I didn't have the record up, because it changed everything again. Something like this. All right. This is where we start. All right, there's nothing going on. That's fine. Now, how do we do this? Like, we probably need to like, maybe we'll do just like. So what they did in the video is that I think he like pulled it forward first and then did it like that. So let's try that. We're gonna move the guy. I think he's probably gonna do like a little bit of a forward movement. So let's try that. So I'm gonna put the stance. Okay, I can't. What if I move this? Yeah, I'm gonna do like this, a little bit of a lunge. And at the same time, I'm gonna move. That's definitely not what I want to do. I'm gonna move like this. Right? That's pretty good. Then we're gonna take these bad boys and copy paste them. So we're gonna wait for a little while. Like so. And then we're gonna strike like real quick. We're gonna strike like real quick, alright? We're gonna strike real quick. So by the end of the animation, we're gonna do this strike. And how we do that is we take the pelvis and put it upwards, and we're gonna put our hand forward like so or something, and then lean forward. We're gonna like lean forward like dish. And maybe this could be like so, and something like this, and this could be like forward like so, and then it kind of needs to reset. So what does it look like? Yeah, I think that's gonna work. We just need to hold that position for a little while. So we're gonna hold this for just a little while. That's not too bad. It's not too bad, to be honest. Dush, dush, dush. And then we need to reset back to the start. Do you want a single looping animation or different ones for battle stands, not doing anything, animations for hitting and animation for taking a hit? That's a good question. That's a good question, my friend. I think it's gonna be... is it possible to adjust the sword angle for when it hits, or is that tied to the arm? Yeah, it is tied to the hand, basically. So yeah, you technically, yes, you can do whatever you want with the sword. But I am looking to do like a really simple one right now. Is it not gonna be like the release version animation? So what happens if I try to reset it there? I am not that bad, guys. I am not that bad. I think it's kind of good. Guys, be honest. How many stars do you give to my attack animation? Take my sword. Ush. 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 That's not too bad. Like, sure, it doesn't have like some of the snappiness professional animators are gonna be able to do with curves and whatnot. But I think this is pretty good. 2 out of 3. It's not a sword I trust like that with. Yeah. Yeah. Probably with a sword like this, you would be looking for like a slice. But it's definitely something we can work with. For a knife, that would be amazing. For a saber, kind of awkward. Yeah. You can adjust the angle forward a bit. Do you mean the sword's angle or what? Yeah, if you tilted the sword, it might be better. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that. So we're gonna add a... tilt the sword so it's pointing forward. So let's take the sword. Right arm solver. No. Pelvis. Is it under pelvis? No. Character front. Sabers usually has from up to down slash. Yeah, I think that's gonna be fairly easy to change, to be honest. I'm just like, why can't I find the... Can I find the sword? Okay, it's under here. So I think we can just rotate this. So if we change this like 0.8, yeah, I think we got it now somewhere here. Yeah, so here's the position. So we're gonna start off like so. And here I think we need to be curling it a little bit. So, let's see if we turn this. All right, we're gone. We are gone. Or do we rotate the parent? But rotate this. It needs to come down as well a little bit. And I think it should be at like roughly 90 degrees here. Yeah, that's not too bad. It just does a weird glitch there at the end. Stabity stab. Okay, so I think the position and rotation should be like a reset over here. Can I find what they were originally? So let's copy this and try to get this pasted. Okay, so how does that look? All right, are you guys happy with that? Hey, it's Darth Playman. How's it going? How's it going? We are trying to work on an animation. So I think I'm gonna be happy with this for now. So let's save it, and then I'm gonna do a new one where I try the more slice. So I don't want to fuck this up. So let's do a new clip, and this is gonna be animation fight slice fight ainamoinen slice. Let's try the slicer dicer. So we're starting with this same animation, and let's hit the record. Now instead of doing this with the hand, we need to delete the hand frames. So in the left arm solver, I think we can just, can we select like these two? Left arm solver. If we delete these, no, I think these are actually fine. That's kind of fine. Let's do the other hand. So right arm. But how's it going, Darth? Good to see you. Right arm, and let's take these frames, remove them. And the right arm solver as well. Let's see how it looks like now. Right, now we're doing yoga. That's good. Now we're doing yoga. So what we want to do is, so we basically want to like, we're gonna start like this, and then we're gonna put it up and then down. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna start off with a similar stance over here. And then at this point we're gonna put it up basically. So the right arm solver position, we're gonna copy you until like here, and then we're gonna move you pretty fast higher. So we're gonna do something like this, I suppose. And then once we go like here, we're gonna start moving it down. We're gonna start moving it down over here. So the arm solver, where are you? There you are. Okay, we're gonna do like this motion. Tush. And then we're gonna copy paste this position to the end. And okay, so how does it look? Yeah, the timing is way off. So it needs to happen at, the slice needs to happen at, I think we could tilt the head a little bit forward as well. So where is our head? There. Head rotation. I think we could be looking at this kind of a head motion here. So now the hand should move a little bit later. Let's try something like that. Not happy with that. I'm not happy with that. So let's see again. So we're starting, we go into stance. And we are starting the... Oh. Now, what is wrong with this? So basically, it should feel like the whole body is kind of like doing that motion. So I think there's something wrong with this. Maybe the body should follow the slash instead of moving ahead. Yeah, I agree. So the body is already moving forward over here. So where are we? Pelvis position. Is it this one? If I change this, I kinda wanna do this again because it's harder to change these than it's to create it like from scratch. Stand up and see how you do it. Yeah, that could be one way to look at it. Let's go ahead and put this into default. So I'm gonna delete all of these. And we're gonna start from scratch, alright? Let's try to start from scratch. So, first battle stance. So put this a little bit lower. Like so. Have this one on the front. This could be a little bit lower, I suppose. Like so. And this one behind. Just a tad more. Right. Wait. This is wrong. This is wrong. Which leg is this? Which leg is this? Probably right leg, according to this. Flip, no. Left. Yeah, I think the flipping. Yeah, that's better. That's better. So have a little bit of this going on, and then this going on, like so. Now, so we're gonna be a little bit leaning forward, but not too much. Just a little bit leaning forward. So, we're gonna be looking up, and we're gonna have our hand in this starting position. Arm's gonna be something like this. All right. Then we're basically gonna go and so next we're just gonna like put our hand up, and then we're gonna like our whole upper body is gonna be moving like that. I think that's what it becomes like that's what it comes down to. Thank you, Guitar. Do the final pose next fill in between. Maybe tilt the upper body back a bit while lifting for the slash. That's a good idea. So we kind of like load it up. Is the shoulder looking weird to you guys? Suppose that's fine. All right, so we're gonna load it up. So we'll go to like 20 frames. So take these. We're gonna do it faster than that. So hold the pose until that, and then do a fairly quick loading. So we're gonna put the hand up like this, and then we're gonna take the body and tilt it a little bit behind, something like this. Something like this to make it a little bit exaggerated. Yeah, let's see. That's pretty good. And then we're gonna like load it for a while. So we're gonna be like at this point, and we're gonna load it. Helgeir, how's it going? We're gonna be loading it. And then we strike fairly fast. We load it and then we strike. And that means that we are pivoting forward. We're pivoting forward. And our hand at the same time is going like this. And maybe our hand goes like this. And then we hold that pose for a little while. Until we reset. Until we reset to the start. Alright, how does it look? How does it look? Not bad. Not bad. I think the arm could go... I think the arm could go lower. I think the arm could go lower like this. I think we could bend a little bit more to make it more interesting. Dominator. And make the hand like or the head look like I'm watching you at all times. And this arm is here to make the balance be there. And we're gonna copy paste these into here. So the head is a little bit boring now. Head is a little bit boring. There is some snappiness to it, so it's not horrible. Like, guys, you gotta remember I've been doing animations for 2 hours. I have been doing animations for 2 hours. This is not my jam, so we are definitely learning. So the head, Aminator. So how would the head go? Like, maybe the head could be like tilted a little bit downwards in this position. So head rotation. Need to stop a little longer when when the strike hits. Sure. Okay, so that looks silly, so we gotta change it here as well. I think we could like lift his foot a little bit to kind of like get this feeling like he's really reaching. So let's change this leg to be kind of like upwards, and we can even tilt this more to the front. Let's make this kind of like that. I can. Why isn't it coming like so? Kind of like make it interesting. Let's try that. Now it's like a little bit like reaching. And Isa said she thinks that it needs to stop for a little while here. Okay, let's do this and add it here. So this should be longer, you're saying? And let's do like here again. Hoppa, hoppa, hoppa. The sword feels a little floaty as is, but it if it add a little pause, it feels better. See if we can fix this by adding a little bit of a distance here. Just delete these frames now. And then move these a little bit further. Maybe too much. I think it could hold the sword for a little while longer. So here we have we're loading it up. There's the maximum point, and we're kind of like, I think it could hold it for a little longer. So let's make it a little bit longer. Tush, tush. Yeah. Very good. I think that's pretty good. That's not too bad, like I gotta say. That's not too bad. So the animation is fairly long. I don't know if that's gonna be a problem. Or maybe not. Let's make it end at 60 frames. Gotta telegraph your attacks. It's at 60 mark, so we gotta make it to 60. No, I think it's 60. Cool. We're gonna go with this. And now, what do you guys think? Is this... So let's do a poll. Which animation is better? Animation 1. So 1 is like stabbity stab. And the animation 2 is the slicer. What do you guys think? So this is the slicer, so this is the 2. And then we have the 5. This is the one we did first. So this is the stabby stab. So this is stabby stab. I think we're gonna be able to use both of these with different weapons. But which one do you want? So this is the stab and this is the slice. Which one are we going for the first animation? So we have a slicer and we have a stabber. Randomize the animations. That's kind of cool. That's actually kind of cool idea. Not a bad idea to be honest. Skimitar's are slashing weapons. Both are good. Yeah, skimmus are definitely slicers, but we're talking about like animations. Which one are we going for at the beginning? I suppose we can alternate between them if we want. But I think the way we're gonna do this is that the animation is gonna be tied to the weapon type. Yeah, it's definitely selling the quirky. So this is slicer one more time. Slicer, and this is stabber. Which animation do you want more? There's still time to answer the poll. Okay. I'm really happy how these are turning out. I need a little jump and clicking feet after slashing for the memes. Can we add blood and guts next? I don't know if there's gonna be blood or anything like that. I don't think it goes well with this style anymore. I think we need to add some like quality audio effects though. Alright, the poll time is over. Let's see, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? What are we going with? And there is the answer. Boom. Slicer. 1 vote. Hey, guys! Guys! Why didn't you vote? Why no vote? Alright, but we got 2 animations now. I'm really happy about that. So let's go ahead and try to implement it. So I'm gonna be really happy if we get to get the animation working. Decides and paralyzes. All right, that's fair. Okay, so we don't need these. We need the fight stuff. So we have 2 fight animations. These we don't need. All right, so we're fighting. I suppose we're gonna be doing. So we're looping 1. Couldn't design, decision paralyzes. Maybe we'll do like. See if we can do like this. So it basically goes. These just loop, and we go from any state to one of them, and we're gonna do some transitions. How did we have it on the previous one? I think we had like separate triggers for all of the different fight animations. So we're gonna do trigger. So how are we gonna get out of it? We need to call idle trigger. Idle trigger is gonna get called. I think we're just gonna do it with the bool. I think it makes sense that we do a bool, which is gonna be in combat or something, like combat. So let's try this. We're just gonna do a boolean. Combat is true. And these two guys are gonna be looping. So we're gonna do like one hit and then the other. And basically all of these need to have that the combat is off. I don't know if this is a good idea. But we're gonna try. So combat is false. Combat, you are false. All right. So combat true, and then we're gonna go into fight mode. And these guys, yeah, they're gonna have a little bit of a transition, but it's not gonna be that long. Make it like that and no exit time. Transition needs at least one condition or an exit time. All right, let's make this longer then, or shorter. Let's try something like this. Try something like this. And now we need to settle that in the code, basically. We need to settle it in the code. So how did we handle it? I think it's the combat manager starting it. So combat manager. So here we're checking the combat eligibility. And if we... Yeah, here's the force player movement. So we start combat on each of the players. We start combat in player state. We put the fight position, so that's... We're still gonna use this. Phase index we don't... Well, actually we do need it. We actually do need it because we need to figure out if we're gonna use the mirror version. So here we're gonna start fight in base controller. And we're gonna force position. We're gonna start combat animation. Direction, yeah, that's fine. We're not gonna use this right now. Previous direction of value. Don't know if that's gonna make any difference whatsoever. Then we're equipped items, so we're basically equipping item. We don't need to do that. And we don't need to do any of this. Nor do we need to do any of this. So what we're basically just gonna do over here is we are going to set the boolean to true. So I wonder if you need to do it in the Unity network animator. Do you need to set the bools in the network animator? So this is only animator, I believe. Then on the network animator, you're setting the trigger. Set bool. The animator trigger property type is type boolean value. When set to true, automatically reset back to false. If the animator component has processed the trigger. There's a trigger. Does booleans work with the network animator? Set player jumping. Bool is jumping. Single player game. Yep. So here's a set player jumping, and we're inputting a boolean, and then we're setting trigger is jumping. For triggers, you always want to use network animator. One example might be that you use a trigger called is jumping to start a blended transition between the players walking, running animation, jumping animation. Is there like any talk about bools? Can you use booleans? There's like very little talk about it. I don't know. I'm gonna take a leak. You're late. You're late. I'm already here. The police is back. Okay, so yeah. Network animator only synchronize properties that have changed in the earlier frame property. Blah 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 blah. There's not much talking about this animator. Unity booleans with network animator. When will the SWATs come? Network animator set bool versus set trigger. Solved. An animator is synchronized animation around the network. Bool can be synchronized automatically. Okay. Okay, so it seems like animator or the network animator does support bools. So basically what we're just gonna do is to animator set bool, and it's gonna be called combat, and we're gonna set it to true, and that's basically it. And then we just need to find a place to stop this. We need to find a place to stop it. Now, where do we do that? So I suppose in let's see. Do we have any? We do have the end combat. So we have request flee. Here we're stopping it. We're stopping the combat. We're stopping the combat. And we're basically setting it to default. I suppose we can do it. Can we do it in the controller? So basically here we are basically clicking. So in combat we're not doing anything. In default we are doing this stuff. In flee we're doing this stuff. So we're doing flee stuff. We are sending flee request. No. The thing is that we're not like we don't really know if this. Well, yeah, we actually do. So basically, it's gonna be this default. So if we are, if our combat state gets back to default, that means that the server has enabled us to flee and move. So basically, we should be able to just set it over here. So we're gonna handle left click, and I suppose at the end here we could set it to false. We could set it here as false. So let's do that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to base controller. And basically, this is gonna be start combat animation. This is actually gonna be called set combat animation, and it's gonna take face index. No. This is not a good idea. Start combat animation, and let's actually change this to set combat. Set combat. Toggle combat. Sure. Let's do something like this. And it's gonna be protected void, and bow B. Now it's gonna be bow. Combat is on, and like this combat, and it's gonna be this. And now we should be able to access it here. So basically, we can just go like. Toggle combat false. Yeah, because we are not able to get in here if we are not in default state. Could be there as well. But let's try that. Does it work? Let's do a prediction. Is anyone anybody awake? Is anybody awake? I have no idea if the NPCs will work. I have no idea if they will work, but let's try. As I said, just no. No, just no. Let's do a prediction. Do the combat animations work? No. Giving you guys 2 minutes. Ordering coffee. So basically, if the Boolean combat is set to true, we're gonna go loop these two animations. And we are going to exit if combat is set to false. Now, is that true then? I don't know. The bots are gonna be the bots are not gonna be doing well because I just basically nuked their animation. But I have like 60% promise that this will work. So let's add like 2 bots into the scene. And let's Let's see if the bots spawn. Am I missing something? I don't know. Waka needs some therapy. Waka needs some therapy to get over the multiplayer. Alright, let's change back to this. Alright, there's still a little bit of time. To predict. Alright, our character is moving nice. We are moving. We have a sword. We have bots. Now, do the animations work? That is the question. There is 0 points on the believe. Hello team, hello. So Waka is the only one who has doubted. Okay, so we're not gonna do predictions because people are sleeping. Let's try this. So I'm attacking. Boom. Yeah. Combat does not work. Does not exist. I think it's giving that for the player, for the bots probably. So what's going on? So we're just in idle. Oh man. So Waka was right, but you're getting nothing. I'm sorry, my friend. Waka was right. Choose outcome. Lol, no. Okay, so then we started walking. Alright, so why didn't it work? Variable player avatar transform of base controller has not been assigned. Yeah, that's probably on the bots. It's probably on the bots. So we should probably create a new bot as well. Left arm is using a shader without GPU deformation support. Switching to the renderer over to CPU. Okay, we gotta figure that out as well at some point. And debug the states. Yeah. So does it even like try to do that? Let's see. There was something. There was definitely something happening. Okay, let's try to argument with the same exception. So we're getting some, definitely getting some errors, but it's alright. Toggle combat animation, animator set pool. Animator is this one. Set pool combat. Alright, Keeter, hey. Catch you tomorrow. Catch you tomorrow, my friend. So we have combat, and if combat is true, we're gonna go here. Does this have... Okay, this could be an issue. So let's make this... Let's make this 0. And let's do let's do logging here. So combat animation initiation. Do like this to really catch our eye. And then we're gonna do combat is on. And let's do like toggle combat. Toggle combat called. Toggle combat end. Alright, let's try that. Probably don't need that, to be honest. So, is this getting called properly? It might have been because of the transition time. So I think the trigger that's calling the idle is probably going to like it's gonna like outrace the bull. Okay, so what happened? So combat animation initiation, toggle combat called, true. Combat animation initiation, toggle combat called, true. Combat doesn't exist. That's can I like I can check the combat bull, so it's false. It's false. It's never been true. I think it's like getting changed like immediately. But I never like not even a second do I see it going on. But according to the debug log, it does seem to be going on. Animator said bull combat is on. Animator combat. This is the combat. The animator's right, I think. So it's this. Yeah. Okay, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Those are probably bot problems. Yeah, so bot doesn't have these figured out. That's a pickle. That's a pickle. I don't know what's going on. Like it's not supposed to. Okay, let's try that it doesn't reset. Like if I don't set it to false ever, I think it's just supposed to be true at all times. Debug the states. I don't know how to debug it like all the time. We're supposed to see it live here, basically. Okay, so now it's true. So okay, so nice, Waka. Thank you so much. Okay, so yeah, it was a matter of resetting it. So we are humping now. So it's not finishing the animation. That's what the problem is right now. Hump him to death. Yeah. And it was facing the wrong way, so that's kind of interesting. So let's take a look. So the transitions, I believe. So we have the exit time, fixed duration, transition duration. How do you make it so that it's gonna be doing its whole thing? Humping of Tuonela, yes. Season duration, transition. I wanted to play the whole duration. Interruption source conditions has exit time. Can I like do this? This is kind of like a nice visualizer. So what does this do? What does this do? So if it's like 0.1 transition duration, transition offset like 0.9. Yeah. Like I want this to start over here. All right, let's try that. I have no idea what I did, but I think the visualizer kind of like paints a picture. So let's try that. And then this one is probably doing the same thing, yeah. So move this over here. Okay, apparently not. Go over here and move this over here. Yeah. So let's try this. Does it have an exit time? I don't know. I don't know. We'll give it a go, guys. We'll give it a go. I have no idea what I'm doing. That's part of the charm. Right, I have like 5 minutes. Let's make this work now. So we are moving. Let's put it on full screen. Dun, 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 dun. Testing, testing, testing. So let's make this guy run left and then go. Okay, so it's only doing the one. It's only doing one, but it's animating. Okay, so apparently it really doesn't do that other one. That's progress, ladies and gentlemen. That is progress. So what is different? Yeah, that's huge. So we have exit time of like almost a second here. That's the same. Fixed duration 0.1. Transition offset is close to 0. Does this needs to be a little bit something? Has exit time. What the fuck? I don't know, like why doesn't it play this? Why doesn't it play this? Like it's no biggie, we can just use the one animation, but I don't get it. It's still not doing the other one. What if we take the exit times away? What happens? Ladies, trust your YouTube stats. You are a male. Yeah, 100% of us are male. It still doesn't do the slicing. So the exit time was definitely needed. Let's try one more thing. So we're gonna put the exit time and exit time. I don't fucking get it. Like I don't think there's any reason why it shouldn't work. There's no reason for it to not work. Why is there always 2 slides or stabs? So we have fight Väinämöinen 1 and we have fight Väinämöinen slice. So these are different animations. Yeah, I wanted to loop between the 2 attacks, but it's not working out. But in that transition, yeah, there is something about it that I don't really understand. You're probably talking about like it's going there, but it doesn't let it play. So it's like fight Väinämöinen going into fight Väinämöinen slice. And here is fight Väinämöinen slice going into fight Väinämöinen. Like you probably mean these, like why does it say the fight Väinämöinen there? And that's a good question. That is a good question. Like how do I get that fucker away? How do I get that fucker away? I don't know. Next date. I don't know. What does this make any change? Yeah, I get what you mean. Okay, hey, we're gonna continue on this tomorrow. I gotta run now. I'm gonna meet Garnet at the city. Yeah, I am not very comfortable with the animator, but I think we made a great progress. So let's raid Clayman, and I am gonna run now. All right, catch you tomorrow. Clayman Dev. Go say hi to Clayman and please explain why I didn't come to the chat. I was busy. I really like where the game is headed. It feels good to get the character moving and animated. Yeah, it really makes all the difference in the world. Thank you for dropping by, and I'll catch you tomorrow early. 10 to 11 Finnish time. Hey, see you tomorrow. Bye bye.